my lovely beauties, how we doing? How we feeling? If you've never clicked on one of my videos and you're looking at me wondering, who is this person? Hello, my name is Sheila and I am a Black woman. So you're probably wondering, why did I just make that statement? There is a really good reason why. So I recently became aware that there was some confusion about me identifying myself as a Black woman. When I first became aware of the situation, I was a little bit shocked because honestly, I never imagined in my wildest dreams, in my 55 years of living, that anyone would ever not realize that I was a Black woman. So I decided, first and foremost, I need to clarify that on my channel going forward. I am a Black woman. I come from a Black mother, a Black father. I have a Black sister, a Black brother. I am a Black woman. In saying that, does that make me any different today than I was yesterday or the day before? Absolutely not. My heart is still the same person. I'm not ashamed to be Black. Should I be ashamed? Can I not be proud and be Black? What is wrong with being Black? I don't know. Can you tell me? I guess by now you've looked at the title and you're probably even more confused now because you're trying to figure all this out. I don't know that I'll be able to explain it completely in this particular video. So it may spark to be a mini series or may end up being only 1, 2, or 3 videos. I don't know. When I became aware of all of this, I decided that I have to speak out. I've never openly spoken out. I'm thinking, have I ever openly spoken out? Probably not. Or if I have, it's been very little. Not in that in any form of being ashamed. I've just always been a peacekeeper. So I really try to look for the good in even the worst of the worst situations. And so sometimes I try to turn things around before they even go awry, which leads me to think I probably really haven't said very much about all the stuff that's been in the media. This past year has been something for everyone. I am no exception to that rule. I think I spoke once before on my channel about the election that was 4 years ago and how people at my job, like some of my clients, because at that time I was in a different career field, how some of my clients, I don't think they realized who I was. Like they weren't seeing me for the person that I was. And I don't know, I'm hoping that I'm pretty sure I mentioned me being Black, but maybe I didn't, I don't know. I think sometimes, like I said, I've always thought that looking at me, it spoke for itself. Like I never realized that I would need to ever clarify or make it well known that I am a Black person. But I do know that I spoke about, people would probably be surprised if they knew how I was going to vote. But I think even then, some people still drew their own conclusion. I dealt with a lot of issues at work during that time. People were speaking about Black people as if I was not amongst the Black race. So, and because I was in a professional atmosphere, I could not just openly be like, excuse me. So I always had to find a very professional way to escape the conversation. Now, this past year, things have really, really gone really bad in so many different ways. And there are ways that I'm not proud of. I've seen good and bad in all of our races. I've seen some of and I say my fellow Black people, me speaking as a Black woman, I've seen my fellow Black people do things that I'm not exactly proud of, as well as I've seen other races do things that I'm not proud of either. It's a lot of things that have been going back and forth, and I'm not proud. And I'm not happy about it. I think it's all pretty disgusting, to be honest with you. I don't understand why people can't lock hands, be friends, spread love, and not hate. I know from everything that's been going on, we're just not there yet. But am I hopeful? Absolutely. I feel that we as a country will get back to where we were before all of this stuff happened. That is my belief. Now, before I go any further, I do want to also say that if I end up doing a mini series, whether I do 1, 2, or 3 videos on this, I do want you all to be kind in the comment section. I want you to be kind to everyone around you. While I'm not going to call out names, I'm pretty sure that as I speak about it, the things that you will witness on this channel, because I do want it to be documented. And so by me wanting it to be documented, I will be filming the entire experience. And I will be talking about a lot of things that I'm not really comfortable about talking about, because it actually hurts me in my heart that I have to make this video, that I have to talk about this. But I do want to talk about it because the mere fact that when I found this out, I realized where I went wrong in the situation myself. And I realized that I didn't, how do I put this? I realized that I was too trusting. I was too, I think because I just, in my wildest dream, would never imagine that I would be in this situation right now. So I allowed myself to just become comfortable. I really don't even know how to express that. So if that sounds really jumbled, I apologize, because this is really a difficult video for me to make, but I do want to educate people. Even though I've never had drama on my channel, and I don't plan to ever have drama on my channel, that's why I'm asking you all to please be kind. I just want this to be a part of me becoming aware of how trusting I was, how I let my guard down, as well as maybe help someone else that might be in the same situation, or even more. If I can educate just one person through this video becomes priceless. Because I would have never guessed in a million years that I would ever need to clarify on my videos that I am a Black person. And here I am sitting before you right now, clarifying that I am a Black person and feeling obligated to do it. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and read the post that I posted. So I posted on November the 9th. So on my Facebook page, which is a personal Facebook page, so only a few of my YouTube subscribers actually follow me on Facebook, because I don't really advertise my last name. And my Facebook is really private. My Instagram is part of my channel, but my Facebook is just amongst my friends and my family mostly. So if I've shared my Facebook page with you, that means that I considered you a pretty close friend. So on the weekend leading up to this post was the weekend of our election, and we learned on that Saturday, I believe, that we had President-elect Biden that was now going to be our president, and that made many people happy, including myself. I'm not ashamed to say that I am a Biden supporter. So I was very excited. I felt pretty much at peace, because we have gone through a lot this past year, and even the past 4 years, things have really gotten out of control. I've seen so much hate that it bothered me. It even prevented me from being on my own personal Facebook page because of some of the posts that I would actually see on there. And it just upset me to see that people that I called my friends were saying such horrible things. And it goes both ways. I'm not sitting here speaking of just my Caucasian friends. I'm also speaking of my Black friends. There was a lot of things going back and forth that I just wasn't proud of, because I was always taught that there's some things you just don't say. And I was also taught to love from my heart and not from the surface, meaning I would never look at a person's skin or look at their race and say I like or dislike that person based solely on that. I look further than that. I look into their hearts, because I know that as I sit here as a Black woman, there are Black women that I'm not proud of, just like there are white women that I'm not proud of, just like there are some Black women that I am proud of, and then there are some white women that I'm proud of. You know, it doesn't matter the color of your skin. There is good and bad in all of our races. So, oh, gosh. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and read the post that I posted on November 9th. Good morning. Waking up this morning, looking out at the ocean, I hear the sound of waves and an occasional bird singing. Brings me to think we do live in a beautiful country. There are good people in this country. With only a few people enjoying the beach, it's hard to remember the past 4 years, and especially this 2020, which isn't quite over yet. But I see the light, history being made. As one of the many strong Black women in this country, let me extend my hand to you, and let's start healing our beautiful country. # spread the love. So I posted this on November the 9th, And one of my subscribers / someone that I thought was a close friend of mine sent me a text message basically stating that she was very upset by my post and that I had not acknowledged my white heritage, just like Camilla not being black at all. Now, I probably didn't quote that to be exact because I didn't even write that down. I was just trying to remember exactly what she said. So I read it a couple of times because I was a little bit confused. And then I thought, okay, maybe she missed the punchline of the whole post. So I proceeded to explain that she had missed the part about healing. Okay, sorry, I had to rearrange my body there, getting too old to sit in one position too long. So I was very confused by her text to me. And so I tried to explain to her that maybe she had misunderstood the post. I was speaking of healing. I was talking about locking hands, I was speaking of extending my hand out. Let's just start over and let's forget about all the craziness. That's what the gist of my post was. But I noticed that she could only focus on the fact that I stated that I was a strong black woman. She used the word proud, and I did clarify to her, although I didn't use the word proud, I am proud of my race. I have no reason to be ashamed. No, never shall I be. So we went back and forth in texting pretty much the whole ride home which was about a 3-hour drive. And at no point did we ever make it to a point where she even remotely understood where I was coming from. From what I could get, her main focus was just not understanding the fact that I was able to comment that I was a strong black woman and that she had deep-rooted hate for President Obama and for Camilla. Now, if we make the connection of President Obama, myself, Camilla, we all have something in common. So I was fastly drawing the conclusion that it's the black race she's having a problem with. It's the word black that she's having a problem with. And the mere fact that I have identified myself as a black woman now has made this a problem. It saddened me so much to think that someone that I had become so close to, we were literally texting almost every day. She's been going through a lot of things, and I've always prayed for her. I've asked you all to pray for her. I was in awe because I could not believe what I was actually reading. I found myself reading it out loud, asking other people to read it with me to help me to understand, because I kept feeling like I was missing something in the midst of everything that I was reading. And I quickly realized it is what it is. Something my daddy used to say, you call a spade a spade. So going forward for the next few days, I was heartbroken that I had lost this friendship. But more importantly, I was heartbroken because here is a person that has developed some form of a dislike for people of color, and I couldn't figure out why. And to be honest, I had seen a post that she posted, I don't know, maybe a month or so, but prior to that, and it was a post that when I read it, I was shocked because she used the N-word in her post. And I remember thinking, oh my God, did I just read that? And I even went back and I read it a couple of times. But me being the person that I am, I totally tried to see the good in that. And I told myself I'm not going to judge her because she's looking at a video of something that I'm not even proud of as a black woman. And maybe she just misunderstood. And so I'm going to give her a pass card on that. Which, why was I doing that? I have no idea. Don't come for me in the comments for that. But that is part of the person that I am made of. I try to fix a lot of things, and I'm realizing in my rightful age of 55 that there are a lot of things that I cannot fix. And one of the things that have gotten out of me, that I've come to realize in all this journey that I'm going through, is I am going to start living a different life going forward for my next 50 years now that I'm in recovery. That's another whole video. But I tried my best in my head and my heart not to see the writing on the wall. So we didn't talk for several days. And then on Thanksgiving, I decided I will be the better person. In my heart, I wanted her to have a happy Thanksgiving with her husband. I wanted her to have a beautiful day because I know that she has been going through so much. So I reached out with a text message to wish her and her husband a happy Thanksgiving. I think I heard from her the next day. Yeah, I believe it was the Friday after Thanksgiving. And basically nothing had changed. She basically still felt the same way. She made it clear that she wanted no part of my friendship anymore. She even labeled me as being dishonest. Called me dishonest. It really, really hurt me. But even still, I was still trying to figure out a way that I could educate her that it's okay to be proud and it's okay to be strong and be a Black woman. It doesn't mean that I don't like my fellow white people. It doesn't mean that I don't like, yes, my family has white people in it. I love my family, all of them, every single one of them, no matter what race they are from, no matter how much money they have. You all, I've spoken before. I'm a country girl. I come from regular folk, okay? And when I go home amongst my family, however they look, they are my family. I push up my sleeves and I am right there with my family. There's no one in my family that I am ashamed of. Just like I sit here on this chair, not ashamed of being a Black woman, but proud and happy. Also able to love other races and give them respect and respect myself as well. There is nothing wrong with that. So basically it ended up, you all know I did a video a while back and I was so happy. I was pleased to share the fact that someone cared enough about me to give me a gift that was very valuable. In fact, when I was first offered the gift, I was like, oh, I can't take that. And she spoke that it hurt her feelings because I had been there for her during some tough times when she was going through cancer, and that, I got her through some pretty rough moments, and she wanted me to have it because she knew how much I enjoyed the Louis Vuitton handbags. And she convinced me to be okay with her sending it to me. I did the opening on YouTube. I was very excited. I love the purse. In fact, right before all of this happened, I was telling myself, now that I won't be going to so many appointments and having so many papers to keep, that maybe I will pull that purse back out. But I hadn't been really carrying it because I liked having the backpack purse, because going to treatments and all that stuff, it was just so much. And having the backpack purse would hold a lot of stuff, and it was much more of a durable purse. So I felt better having that. And I was actually thinking about pulling it back out so that I could, give my friends some more love. But how much joy I found in a friend that was able to share something so valuable with me. And then all of this happened. And then when we were texting on Friday, lo and behold, she asked me for the purse back. And the funny thing is she asked me for the purse back in a manner of which, as if I had imposed on her by asking for the purse, because she stated something like, we'll see if you do the right thing. And I was thinking, I even asked her, I said, do you honestly feel that I would not give you back your purse? If you want it back, I never asked you for it. So of course I'll give it back. So needless to say, I will be packing the bag up. So I'm going to bring an end to the story right now because I don't want it to go on, but I can tell you right now, there'll definitely be a part 2. I really wanted you all to kind of get the gist of everything that's going on, because I really want to talk to everyone about this. Is it wrong for me to call myself a strong Black woman? Is it wrong if I said that I was a proud Black woman? Being strong is not a negative thing. Being Black is not a negative thing. Being proud is not a negative thing. Being Black is not a negative thing. I said that twice, y'all, because I believe that. And while it hurts me to my core to think that someone that I trusted with my heart, someone that I shared so much for, would look at me and feel the way she feels about me, hurts me to my core. It hurts me to my core because I don't know at what point did I go wrong. I look at my channel and I think, At any point in my channel, did I lead you all to think that I was anything other than what I am? I hope not, because I look at my channel and I see a version of so much love and so much happiness, and not that just coming from one race, it's just coming from everywhere. And I've always promoted that. So there's just so much inside of me that is so confused by all this. But by the same token, I want to share this with you all, because if I can make a difference in one person's life, I want to do it. It'll be worth it for me. I know that I'm pretty sure that she's written me off, and I'm pretty sure that when she gets her purse back, which I hope to be able to put it in the post office on Saturday, but I'm pretty sure we will probably never speak again. Once I give her tracking number, she'll be on her way to hopefully not ever befriending another person of color if she cannot accept the fact that they can be Black and love other races as well. But I don't know. That's not for me to decide. The only thing that I want to say is that everything that I gave to her as a friend, and I'm not talking monetary things or anything like that, because I really didn't give her anything. I really didn't give her but one gift. And she stated that she wanted me to have that back. So I don't know. But what I gave to her was from my heart. Just trying to give her a cheerful day as often as I could. Being there whenever she needed a friend. Talking her through her sad moments, her happy moments. Just being there. That's the person I was to her. I will always be that person. Nothing's going to change me. But as she stated to me, nothing was going to change her mind about me either. And that's okay. I have to live with that. But I am going to use this mini series, or whatever I decide on, to just share a few things with you all, to talk more about the actual post itself, maybe try to break some things down. You know, there's so much I want to talk about right now, and I just don't really want to get into all of it. I said I was going to end on the note of just, and so I'm going to end on that note, and we're just going to pick up in the next video or two whenever I decide to do it. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to ask you all once again to be gracious in the comments. Just don't, if you figure out who this person is, like I said, this is not anything to spark any type of hate. I don't want to start a racist war. I don't want to do any of that, because I love everyone, and I want everyone around me to love everyone. And I feel that if you're at a place in your life where you can't love and appreciate all races or people for being themselves, and not grouping people together and looking at one person and judging everybody based on that, then this is probably not the place for you. Because this channel, this place here, this happy place that I have is just that. It's a happy place. It's where we love everybody. It's where we praise God. It's where God, because you know, if God loved us the way we loved other people, we'd be in a lot of trouble. God loves us all. There is no sin greater than He's willing to forgive. He loves us all. And I want to mimic that love. I want to be able to love everyone. And I want everyone around me in this world, in this space, and all of this that I have on YouTube, I want the same from everyone. And if you ever feel like you can't bow out gracefully. No hard feelings. And that's how I see the situation. I've tried to mend it. I've done everything within my power to mend it. You know, I know the strength that it takes me every day to keep going. All right, y'all, I'm about to start over again, getting on a tangent, but I just feel so deeply about it. And it just hurts me to my heart to think that how did I go so wrong? How did I miss this? How did I become so trusting of someone that I allowed myself to be placed in a situation where she hurt me so bad? I just don't know what to say. So anyway, beauties, thank you for your time tonight. I know this has been an interesting video, and it's something that I'm not proud to make. But like I said, I wanted to surround myself with my Christmas tree, things that bring me joy, things that make me happy, because this was not a happy video. And at no point do I feel anything inside but hurt and sadness that someone could just be where she is. I feel that she's somewhere inside, she's broken. And I still have this urge to want to fix it. But I know that this is something that I can't fix. And, you know, I think it's time for me to just let it go. And so that's what I'm going to do. Thank you, beauties, for hanging out with me once again. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.